I remember being in high school and literally I got hospitalized a couple times because I had panic attacks. Hey girl, hey, it's your girl Loretta here. If you're new here, welcome to my channel where self-care meets soul care and every day is a new day. But here we choose to make the most out of our day. We break it down and we choose to make the most out of our day. I just wanted to hop on today to talk about something that I personally have struggled with, and that is anxiety or fear. I remember being in high school and literally I got hospitalized a couple times because I had panic attacks. I had one so heavy and so hard one day that I was in the hair salon. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was in the hair salon getting my hair washed and my heart I felt like I was gonna die. The room was spinning, my heart was beating really fast. I kept telling my hairstylist that I was having a heart attack. And she's like, girl, you're too young to have a heart attack. It's gotta be something else. Luckily there was a nurse there also getting her hair done. And she was asking me a series of questions and she said, you know what, let's call the ER. They ended up calling my parents. They took me to the hospital and lo and behold, I was having an anxiety attack. It hit me like a ton of bricks because I really strived to be like the perfect student, the perfect daughter, the perfect person at that stage in my life. And I was like, wait, what? Like anxiety? I don't have anxiety. But the doctor was asking me like, what was I involved in? And at that time I was traveling. I was in a show choir. I was in a gospel girls group. We were traveling pretty much the world singing. I was involved heavily in academics at my school. I was involved in drama and at my school and also at church. I was just sis was doing a lot, okay? So that's what made the anxiety flare. And so the doctor told my parents I needed to kind of like pull it back. I needed to stop doing some of those things because it was causing anxiety. And after that, like going into college, sometimes I would have panic attacks before I would take an exam or before I would have a job interview. It would like really haunt me. And I remember like talking to my dad, who's a pastor, about it because I really wanted to get free and freed from that. I did not want to keep having anxiety. And he told me to look at 2 Timothy 1:7. And it says, plainly put, I'm not gonna bring out the Bible, but it says, for God didn't give us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. And I kept looking at that, the last part, sound mind. That's what I wanted. I want a sound mind. Like, I don't wanna keep living in fear. And I also realized that like the acronym for fear is a thing. It is literally false evidence appearing real. And so I had to keep speaking over myself. God did not give me a spirit of fear. Why am I fearing this? Why do I have anxiety about this? Let's unpack this, Lo. Like I said, we break it down here. Let's break it down. Why are you so scared? What's going on? And I come to realize that I think that perfectionism is a disease. That's the whole thing. I had to free myself and give myself permission to know that I don't have to do everything perfect. I do not have to be the perfect Patty in all the situations. I just have to be me and I'm enough. And so after I started kind of like doing that, working on myself, affirming myself, speaking that verse over my life, the fear started to kind of diminish. Now, let me tell you this, it has not gone away. I still have fearful moments, especially when I have to speak or when I have to do something that's uncomfortable for me. Fear definitely creeps up, but I choose faith over fear. Now it doesn't cripple me. I still do it afraid, but I do it because I know that God is with me. And I know that He didn't give me that spirit. The devil, you know, let's talk about the devil for a second. Let's just park it. He has these very tired tactics and schemes, y'all. Like, he uses the same old schemes, like the same old tactics over us. Can you relate? Like, For me, it's anxiety. He knows that that's a thing for me. And so I had to realize, like, he's really not that clever. Like, he's actually not that smart. He uses the same schemes. So I started to combat that and fight him back and say, you know what? I know that this is what you want to plant in me. So I'm going to plant the word of God in me. I'm going to plant praying. I'm going to plant journaling, all that in me so that I can overcome this fear. So I just wanted to encourage you guys to know that we can choose faith over fear. Like I said, 2 Timothy 1:7 is very clear. God didn't give us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. So let's choose faith over fear in this season of our lives. And let's not let the devil win, because I promise you, he ain't gonna win in my life, okay? Thank y'all for joining me today, and I hope that you've enjoyed this video, and I hope and pray that it encouraged you.